Bible said in Genesis 1:26 that, of course, after God had recreated the face of the earth, because if you study Genesis chapter 1 verse 1, you see that God created the heavens and the earth. He said in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And then in Genesis chapter 1 verse 2, the Bible said the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And he said the Spirit of the Lord moved upon the face of the waters. So the first earth that God created was brought under judgment, and there was chaos, there was disorder upon the face of that earth. And then we saw that from Genesis chapter 1 verse 3, God began to recreate the face of the earth. That's why when you study that scripture, you are not going to find where God created light. You won't find where God created water. You won't find where God created darkness. All these things were already created. There was judgment upon the face of the earth, and the earth came under chaos. So the system was disorderly. In fact, the word void in Genesis chapter 1 verse 2 is the word tohu bohu, and it means disorderliness and waste. So the earth that God created in a very structured manner was judged, and it became disorderly. So Genesis chapter 1 from verse 3, what God was doing was no longer creation, it was actually recreation. So if you study that scripture, God was only establishing order on the face of the earth. So he